Good evening. Welcome to the Underrated Sports Show with my brother, co-host, my brother and co-host, She Stay Sleep TV. We get these announcements out the way. If you want to know more about me, um, yours truly, Jerry Thomas, Facebook page, also Facebook group, all in caps, JT Thinking for Ourselves. Also, Twitter account, or also all in caps. At JT Blackman 44 Twitter account. The Underrated Dark is the same name that's on my YouTube channel, but it's in small letters. Okay. Subscribe and like to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Hit the bell when I come for the powerful live stream and video. Share this stream, very much appreciated. Also, share, like, let's get them likes and views up on my past ones that I did. Very much appreciated. And good evening to everybody that's showing up. The constant show up to the Underrated Sports Show. Support me and She Stay Sleep. That is very much appreciated. Keep on coming back. We always come on with bangers and stuff, and then we come with a good one tonight. Laila, Amaria, Ali, and I'll be doing boxing talk, music talk. Also, I be cooking. So, but it's all about fellowshipping with the family. Talk about issues on the table. So that's every Sunday. In God's willing, in November, I be doing live stream about the midterm elections of our perspective. Watch out for that. My brother Ernest Jones, he recovered from the hospital. Want y'all thanks for your prayers. I'm in a joint venture with him, AnsOrToys.com. We throughout social media, AnsOrToys.com. It's all about keeping the money in our community and strengthen the relationship between the black man and the black woman. All right, I'm gonna turn over to She Stay Sleep. Good evening, my brother.
Peace,
Right.
peace, peace. I'm here, bro.
Okay.
Um, peace to everybody in the chat. Thanks for tuning in again to the Underrated Sports Show with me as the co-host. Um, DS1 represents Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Appreciate all the love and the support. And tonight, man, me and my brother brought. We're gonna bring y'all another powerful sports figure, of course, and we gonna get into it. So y'all stay tuned, and after that, we'll chop it up.
All right, thank you. So we definitely gonna chop it after we read that. Sisters, after I finish, you want to join the panel? More than welcome. I want you to join us because this is a powerful sister. So I want sisters on the panel too, besides brothers. All right. Yeah, glad everybody came. And I'm gonna get to it in a few shakes. Get this off. Glad everybody come. Let me switch this with that. No, I don't want that. I want. Um, well, we'll read about Laila, Amaria, Ali, daughter of the late great Muhammad Ali. And after I finish Queens, if you want to join the panel, let a brother know. Let a brother know. All right. Hold on. All right. Here it goes. Leela Amaria Ali was born December 30th, 1977 in Miami Beach, Florida. The daughter of a boxer, Muhammad Ali, and his third wife, Veronica Porsche Ali. Ali was a manicurist. At the age 16, she graduated from California Santa Monica College with a business degree. She owned her own nail salon before she began boxing. Ali began boxing when she was 18 years old after having first noticed women boxing when watched a Christine Martin fight. She first publicized her decision to become a professional boxer in a Good Morning America interview with Diane Sawyer when she first told her father Muhammad Ali that she was planning to box professionally. He was unhappy about her entering such a dangerous profession. In her first match on October 9th, 1999, 5'10", 166 pounds, a 21-year-old Ali boxed April Fowler of Michigan City, Indiana. She fought at the Turning Stone Resort and Casino on the Onondaga Indian Nation in Verone, New York. That's upstate New York. Although this was Ali's first match, many journalists and fans attended largely because she was Muhammad Ali's daughter. Attention to Ali's ring debut was further boosted because it occurred on the eye of what was supposed to be first male female professional bout ever to be sanctioned by a U.S. state commission, later ruled an exhibition. As womenboxers.com explains, the near element of the two events focused more attention on the female professional boxer than there had been since Christine Martin 1996 pay-per-view fight with Deidre Goteta. Ali knocked out April Fowler, described by women'sbox.com, a out of shape novice in the first round. That's wild. Ali also won her second match by TKO with only 3 seconds left on the clock. Then that match, her opponent was 5'4" Shadina Pennybaker from Pittsburgh, who was making a pro debut after earning a 2-1 record as an amateur. They fought at the Mountaineer Casino Racket Track and Resort in Chester, West Virginia. Ali captured 8 wins in a row, and many boxing fans expressed a desire to see her square off in a boxing ring with George Foreman's daughter Frida Foreman or Joe Frazier's daughter Jackie Frazier live on the evening of June 8, 2001. Ali and Frazier finally met. The fight was nicknamed Ali Frazier 5 in allusion to their father's famous fight trilogy. Ali won by major judges' decision in 8 rounds. The match by Ali and Frazier was first main event pay-per-view match between two women. I remember I watched that fight too. After a year hiatus on June 7, 2002, Ali began Ali beat Shavella Williams in the sixth round decision. She won the IBA title with a second round knockout of Suzanne Taylor on August 17, 2002 in Las Vegas. On November 8th, she retained that title and unified the crown by adding the WIBA and IWBF belts with an 8 round TKO over her division and other world champions Valerie Matfu in Las Vegas. Ali stopped Bloody Matfu in 8 rounds. In 2000, on June 21st, 2003, Manford and Ali fought a rematch this time in Los Angeles once again. Bloody by Ali, Manford lost by TKO in 6 rounds while trying to recover her world title. Nevertheless, for the first time of Ali's boxing career, she suffered a bad cut of her right eyelid and a bloody nose inflicted by manhood, something no other female boxer had done to Ali to this day. On August 2003, Ali fought her original aspiration, Christy Martin. Beat Martin by knockout in 4 rounds. I also watched that. And in that fight, they did not pick Leila Ali. They picked Christy Martin for the favorite. They throw that in. On July 17, 2004, Ali retained her world title knockout Nikki Aplon in 4 rounds. On June 30th, 2004, she stopped Monica Nunes in 9 rounds in her father's native city, Louisiana, Kentucky. This fight was part of undercard for the fight, which Mike Tyson was surprisingly knocked out by fringe contender Danny Williams. On September 24th, 2004, Ali added the IWBF lightweight title to her resume by beating Gwendolyn O'Neal, who had early canceled a fight against by knockout in 3 rounds at Atlanta, Georgia. On February 1st, 2005 in Atlanta, Ali scored a commanding and decisive 8 round technical knockout over Cassandra Giga in a 10th round fight. On June 11, 2005, on the undercard to the Tyson Kevin McBride fight, Ali defeated Aaron Toughhill in round 3 to remain undefeated and won the World Boxing Council title, in addition to defend her WIBA crown. She was second woman to win the WBC title. Jackie Nava was the first. In parentheses, Tough Hill and Ali dislike each other, and prior to the fight, Tough Hill joked around about Ali. Ali promised that she would punish Tough Hill, much like her father did with Ernie Terrell back in 1967. On December 17, 2005, in Berlin, Ali fought and defeated Asia Sandel by TKO in the 5th round, following Ali hard right to Sandel's face with 17 rounds remaining in round 5. Sandel was struck by numerous undefended shots to her head. Referee stopped bout with 12 seconds remaining. Muhammad Ali was in attendance and kissed his daughter. While on Quite Frankly with Stephen A. Smith on June 7, 2006, Ali announced that she would make a world tour and said that she was looking forward to fight Ann Wolfe in October 2006. However, the fight with Wolfe never materialized. Instead of November 11, 2006, Ali fought and defeated Shelley Burton by TKO in the 4th round. Ali was rescheduled to fight O'Neal in Cape Town on August 5th, 2006, but Ali pulled out amid allegations of fraud. The match eventually took place in South Africa, February 7, 2007. Ali defeated O'Neal in the first round by technical knockout. It was Ali last professional fight. Let me go back here. Some more stuff. Let me come here. Yeah, family. So it shows on the record that she got on. So that is it. All right, go ahead, my brother. What you think about that?
Well, um, the couple of fights that I did see with Layla Ali, um, to me, she's the greatest female boxer. I mean, she beat everybody who they thought were better than her.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, she was the best, you know. And you know, this is just something that our black women should take note of when they say that oh, we're not seen as strong, or we're not seen as doing this and doing that. People just think we're weak. There's plenty of examples in history where black women show strength, where black women show dominance,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time they still maintain their femininity. Because when you look at Layla Ali and you hear her speak, her whole presence is still feminine,
Mm-hmm.
and I even feel like that with Serena Williams. A lot of people say she looked manly and stuff like that, but when she speak, when you see her, I still see a woman. I still, see uh um I still see femininity, and I get that from Layla too. So you
Mm-hmm.
can still be dominant, you can still be strong, and still be feminine. I don't equate femininity with being weak. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um, you could still be dominant and be feminine. And Layla Ali is an example of that. She was still able to have relationships with men. I'm not sure. Do she have any children?
Mm-hmm. I don't think she had, but she was married twice.
Right. So, she still could be in a relationship, which shows that she still has her femininity. She don't run around and think she's a dude,
Mm-hmm.
just because she's dominant in boxing. So, they should just tell our black women, um, stop feeding into the stereotypes about yourselves. I know a lot of people on YouTube, express the stereotypical stuff, but y'all gotta stop. Y'all just gotta stop listening to that shit,
Mm-hmm.
because history doesn't show that, and the present moment doesn't show that.
Mm-hmm.
Peace to my brother Sonny on the panel.
Yeah, the Stone Academy. I send you the link. You want to get on? Be very much appreciated. Let me know you got the link or not. Sorry about that, Sonny. Welcome.
Peace back to you, brother. Peace, JT. Yeah, thanks for having me on there, brethren. It's an honor again. I want to give my honors to everyone that's in the chat. Thanks for coming out. Of course, honor to my brother Sheep Stay Sleep, wise brother. Also honors to the wise JT. Honors to you and your channel, everything that you bring for our people. Yeah, Layla Ali. She did some very good things for the sport of boxing, for the women. Um, I actually used to really enjoy watching her fight, just for number one, the curiosity to see the child of the late great Muhammad Ali. To see, to get a glance of possibly what could be great from his offspring. So like I remember the first time I watched the fight, I had the face, like let's see what Ali can do.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, to me, she did impress me as far as female boxers are concerned. I really believe that right now she's still the best that I've ever seen. As a matter of fact, I think that she can beat Anthony Joshua right now.
Yep. Yep. Now, wait. Hmm.
And she also made such a brutal sport look beautiful. Um, she she had little muscles and whatnot, and of course there's always jokes about, would you marry a woman that could possibly beat you up as a, what I mean, as a man.
Mm-hmm.
But she had a great career, man. I enjoyed watching the sister fight. Um, and she did remind me of her father. Um, and again, I say, she made the sport look beautiful, because previously, before, um, most of the women that fought, they had a certain um look to them, like really rough and non-feminine. Like the brother She Stay Sweet was saying, like she made it look brutal, but yet at the same time feminine. So I believe right now, a lot of the younger women in the sport of boxing right now, she got to be their hero. You know what I mean? So like, honest to Muhammad Ali, he did a great job. Pass the mic on that one.
Yeah. You can go ahead, she Stacy. I'll jump in.
Well, like I was saying, man, I really, I really appreciate a lot of the black female athletes, and I even appreciate them more now because of a lot of the things that I see in the media, a lot of the conversations that's being had on social media
Mm-hmm.
about, trying to downplay women and downplay femininity and put black women under our feet and all that type of shit. Man, if you look at the black women in history that have done things, y'all really think that a black man could put Layla Ali under his foot?
Mm-mm.
He'll be sleeping somewhere. He'll be somewhere in a coma.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all think if somebody really get Serena or Venus really mad, like what they would do? Like, that's like, it's too much. It's too much information to show that that shit is not true. There is a lot of misogyny going on. I'm not going to dismiss that, because I used to be a misogynistic pig. I used to be like that. I used to be an asshole. I used to be sexist. So I know it exists because it used to be within me.
Mm-hmm.
And as I get older and older, I see that, that shit is just a downplay on, you feeling like you less than a woman. So you put a woman down,
Mm-hmm.
but it's too much great examples of black women all throughout history, man, that maintain their femininity and show dominance in everything that they've done. And it's not just even in sports. It's in all facets in society. you know. So we gotta salute that, man. And once again, we have another, black sports figure that's a woman that was dominant, man.
Hmm.
That woman dominated female boxing.
For a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. They probably asked her to retire so she could stop beating up all them white girls. Cause that's what she was doing. She was beating the hell out them white girls.
Yeah,
they probably they probably paid her to retire so
yeah,
somebody else could get the belt or something, man.
yeah,
You
because
know.
she got belts like almost like three different weight classes and still winning.
Yeah, like I mean, come on, how many losses do she really have?
None.
Oh,
Got no
she
loss.
come on, man. Female Floyd Mayweather,
Hmm.
undefeated. And still when she's being interviewed, sound like a woman, act like a woman, she's very pleasant. She ain't running around holding her crotch. She ain't no dyke. You know what I'm saying? Straight female, straight woman. She just a beat your ass.
Uh-huh.
you know, and she's very good at it.
Yeah.
So, that's all I gotta say, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, she is beautiful and stuff like that. And then so Academy said she had two kids. Trying to look for it while we talking and stuff. But I'm gonna talk about that and I want each brother that I want y'all to name one each um female athlete that y'all also respect. But I'm gonna say this about um Lila Ali. I had a crush on her. I had a strong crush on her. I said, yo, Lila, you get it. She and I
A
like
lot of brothers did.
yeah, I said you get it, yo. She said yeah, I drop anything, yo. See ya. Yes, Lord. And but it's I'm proud to read about it because she's one of my heroes too. And I was going through, and I was like looking and stuff. I said, you know what, we're gonna talk about Lila Ali. I don't think that a lot of people, put enough respect on her and everything. She had 24 fights, 21 knockout. I had mad belts in three different classes. And she retired on top. She did it her way. And I feel that the lesson of our queens in our community, when you put your mind to do it, you just do it with class. And that's what I get from her. And even brothers too. Brothers, we can learn from a woman too, and we can learn from her that her strength. I know that time that even like she used to go around and I remember she had certain traits from her father, the late great Muhammad Ali. Always want to mingle with the people, our people. Always do what she had to do to help out, you know. And people that I know there's some women say, "Oh yeah, she all about women's rights," and it, yeah, we ain't getting that. She's a woman, she's born right, but she always like to it. She always want to be around us. She always trying to help. And that very impressive. And I feel that set her apart of past women um athletes in our community. Now, the ones that I read about, they also did, but she took it to the next level of dominance and stuff. And so, wherever we talk about women's sports, we never talk about Leela Ali. We talk about Serena Williams, Venus Williams, and others, and other gymnastics playing Olympics last few years ago, and nothing taken away from them, nothing. But Kappa Kappa, welcome. And so, but for her, she left a last impression for me and stuff. Now, brothers, I'm gonna ask you, start from she Stacy. Who else is your favorite? Who have an impact on you? Favorite athlete, favorite female athlete besides Leela out.
Um, I'm gonna say besides Layla Ali, because she was like female boxing. But my favorite female basketball player was Cynthia Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Lisa Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't really have no favorites, but I like I love to see women compete. Like I like women's sports.
Right.
I like the WNBA. Only thing I haven't really got into yet was the women football. Cause you know they got women football now.
Yeah, the
Where
lingerie, yeah, the lingerie, and yeah, yeah.
they wear the pads and all that.
And
So I really
yeah.
yeah, I haven't really got into that yet, but um Cynthia Cooper, Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson, Teresa Weatherspoon, um, Venus and Serena,
Mm-hmm.
um, um, Jackie Joyner Kersey,
Mm-hmm.
Dominique Dawes.
Yeah.
Um, I just love seeing women compete, bro. I like that shit. Like I don't, I like to see women playing sports and doing things. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very very interesting to me and it's entertaining. Cause like just do you feel like this, bro? Let me ask you. And
Right.
it's a question for you too, Sonny. Like when y'all watch a WNBA game, are y'all excited like when y'all watching the NBA game?
I
Um.
say for go ahead, brother.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. I follow behind
I say for me, not like I used to be, man. To be honest with you, I think back in the days of Lisa Leslie and them players back then, to me, that was like the heyday. And I think I don't know, I was just a little bit more into it back then than I am now. I think the players back then were a lot better. I think their fundamentals was a lot better. I think that the changing of the game, um, in my opinion, as far as the WNBA, has kind of hurt the WNBA a little bit. The changing of the rules, things of that nature. But um, I remember back in the day watching, sitting watching them games, and I remember when they had the All Star when they had the not All Star the U.S. Olympic team for the women's. I used to sit up and like be mad if I missed it. You know what I mean? And then I get mad because sometimes they wouldn't play all the games. I get mad when they didn't play all the games. You know what I mean? So for me, I think it's not the same feel anymore for me. And
you.
to answer the other question, I would say my two favorite would be the Asiatic Flash, the Asiatic female Flash, Jackie Jonah Kersey. Um, yeah, she was a beast to me, and she kept it very. Not to say you have to be super feminine, but I like the way um, she did her thing. Like she had the longest nails,
Mhm.
and she was a beast. She was a beast. She was like a flash. Um, My other favorite would be Lisa Leslie. Um, I seen the impact that she had on young women wanting to join the WNBA here in Virginia. I just enjoyed her game. I used to enjoy watching her just dominate the post with the the turnaround jumpers, the hook shots. Um, I believe she dunked before too. But yeah, those two women right there, I would say would be like my favorites. Um, Coming into now sports nowadays, I would have to go to Serena Williams. I admire her dominance of the sport for so many years, and then she coming back, she just bore a child and coming back and still on top of her game. I think that's a huge accomplishment. Uh, I do wish she would have got with an Asiatic brother, but yet and still, she's still our sister, and I think that she has catapulted the sport for our people. I like to see more of our people, into it. But she kind of shown what our people can do as far as sports, especially the Asiatic women. I think if more Asiatic women would go into some of these different sports, I think they would shine just based off of our so like yeah. So for right now, nowadays time, I would say Serena. Pass the mic on that.
Well, before I get on, I'm gonna read out. I'm gonna read out. They have to wait. I'm gonna read this out. I will start from Sonia C. Say Gabriel the gymnastics. Um, yeah. Bracy one. Salute to you, brother. And Wolf. Um, salute to you, Derek Belly. Now there's some. Let's see where after that. Dang. Um, so Brace said so. William Williams. Cap said Flo Joe. Brace one said Fatima Demel. Um, Big Jeff said Maya Moore. Yeah, I remember her from we played in Connecticut, and in the WNBA last year, she's no joke. Maya Moore. She's one of the top players and women in the world too. Yeah, can't forget about her. Um, there's somebody. Oh man, there's somebody. I think Cat said Rousey Rouser. I remember that song. I remember two fucked up. You know, I remember that. And she said she's black. Yeah, you don't believe me? Check out and everything. 89 TV said shout out to Seattle Storm WNBA champs. That's facts on legendary Top Cat. Salute to LDBC. Flojo was hard, but yeah, that's true. That's so true. So there's a certain color. Let me see. Malik Omar, salute to you, brother. Oh, Joe. Oh, there you go. J Lo Rich, the beautiful sis, the beautiful queen said Dominic Dawes was a beast too. That is fact. She don't get enough credit she deserves. Dominic Dawes, yes, I totally agree on that. Totally agree on that. And so brothers, what I read. Oh, I gotta answer the question. I'm sorry. Before then, that action. Well, for me, I think my all-time great that I read is Isaiah Gibson, Wilma Rudolph. Those are old times. So people say, where do you get that from? It's on the channel. It's on the Race Sports Show. So y'all look for that. Um Flojo, Ellen Ashford, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Miller. Said cool. Tina Thompson. Um, Lee, of course, Leela Ali. Um, yeah, that's about it. And then they mean a lot to me. So what I read from the comments is, brothers, once you chime in, Sonny, you can start it off first.
Say that again, brother.
I said that on the comments that I read from the comments that I read from the chat. They said some excellent stuff. Oh yeah, Bracy wants to say Gabby Douglas, right? So what you thought about what I read a few minutes ago?
Indeed, brother. All those athletes were great, man. Like I said, the early heydays of the WNBA, those were my favorites. They used to have battles that remind me of the Chicago Bulls and the Knicks and the Bulls versus the Lakers, and
Mm-hmm.
it remind me of the old school basketball. And at that particular time, um, it was like they had they played with something to prove. I remember watching the games, and a lot of the NBA stars from the same city. They would sit and watch.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I don't know if I really see that anymore right now, but you know, I agree with all those names. And I agree with the names that you gave, because we did we had a show on some of those names that you named, and they did a lot for our community inside and outside of sports. You know what I mean? So like the women have I would say a huger impact in sports right now, because we don't see a lot of like I don't know any. I know some players that have played in the NBA. I don't know any that actually played in the WNBA. I knew some that were inspiring. Lost contact with those people, but um, like I said before, some of those earlier players back in the day, I've seen the impact that they had on young women. I remember when they had I'm not sure how the basketballs look now, because I haven't watched WNBA game in so long. I don't even watch really the NBA no more either, except for you know uh, playoff time. But they had the different color ball with the different colors on it, and next thing I know, we in the hood and playing in the court. And this now we there's a lot more girls playing, and they bring that colorful ball out. So I saw the direct impact that those women had. What I mean? So a lot of respect to them, for what they've done. Pass the mic on that.
Okay, Kappa Kappa said Denise Lewis from the UK is a queen. Okay, all right. I like that. I like that. P Money, welcome to the building. Derek Bailey, welcome to the building. Um, I think let me see. Now let me ask y'all a question besides Serena Williams. Who y'all think that made the most impact in our community for years? It could be one. Now I just have that she stay asleep.
I would have to say a lot of the older, like the older women, like some of the women that you talked about, that we talked about in previous shows.
Hmm.
I would have to say them because I think, you know, um, excuse me, the way things are structured more now, and I was even going to say this because I asked y'all a WNBA question for a reason, but
Oh, I
um,
forgot to answer that. Oh, did I answer that?
um, yeah, I asked you, I asked whether, when y'all watch WNBA games, do y'all have the same excitement as when y'all watch NBA games?
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I answered that one though.
Yeah, you answered it, bro. Yeah, you
I
didn't you
didn't
didn't
answer
answer it,
mine.
JT.
I didn't answer mine. Yeah, I think I get more excited of the WNBA game. I'm talking about at that. I mean, when it was back in the '90s because it was new, it was fundamentals, it was sharing the ball, it was not one on one. Everybody play as a team, and the NBA sometimes at times, they do be playing, one on one. It's not sharing the ball back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So, and then and then going more sunny. But so hold on, I'm brother Rob and Omar, I'm gonna get you on. But so when it comes to Olympics, I know for the last 20 years, I always look forward to watch the women basketball than the men's basketball. I noticed that because it's fun. To me, it is fun. The way how they dissect these women is crazy. I remember they played against Russia, I believe back in I think the last Olympics, 2016. Oh, I remember Russia scored like maybe 8 or 9 straight points, and the women team just went had like scored like close like 75 answer points. Dissect them, team and everything. And I was like, yeah, grinding, grinding, grinding. And you see, like they bring the second team, and it's like they beating them so bad that they took the first team out, and they just let like and it's like the second team went coast to coast. And so for me, yeah, I do get more um excitement play the women's team.
Okay. Now I asked that because it ties into my answer now. I feel like um, back then a lot of the athletes, they were more social and politically active. A lot of the athletes were activists too.
Yes.
It wasn't just about, going out and giving out turkeys and giving out presents and stuff like that. Not to downplay none of that, but it was more than that. There was a lot of women who was trying to actually sit at the table and actually use their influence, to get certain things changed in the black community. And what I'm gonna say as far as the WNBA now, I think they kind of watered it down because I really don't even see that much promotion for the WNBA no more. When the WNBA was out for the first 10 years, you knew when the season was coming.
Mm-hmm.
You saw billboards of these women everywhere, just like you were seeing the NBA. If you walk in Manhattan and you on 34th Street and you by Madison Square Garden, you just not gonna see a billboard of Latrell Sprewell. You gonna see Teresa Weatherspoon. You gonna see Rebecca Lobo. You gonna see the New York Liberty too. You
Mm-hmm.
don't really see that no more. You don't see them promoting the WNBA no more. It's like it's like now the players that they have, they're great players, but it seems like they just push them in the direction of you just push your brand and try to brand yourself, and that's it. Um, a lot of the older female athletes, they were more active politically. You know, Teresa Weatherspoon, I believe she was a lesbian, and she spoke out about being a lesbian and wanting to be respected, you know, as being a female basketball player. You know, they were more, a lot of them were more political than it is now, you
Mhm.
know, and I could tell like the game, like Sonny was saying too, the game is a little more watered down, but that's why I really can't name nobody really of today because a lot of them are not, they're not that, socio politically active like the older generation.
Mhm. Okay, I got you. Before I continue, brother Rob and Malik, well, look out for your link. I'm gonna send it out again, and also and Malik and brother Rob. But you right though because oh yeah, and also I put the comment in the chat. Young ladies, I mean queens, if you want to join the panel and tell me what your favorite female athlete is, I'd be more than happy. I want you to join the panel. We want to hear your insight too. So I put it in there. No pressure, none. If y'all want to put your email in the chat, I'd be copy it down. I'd be more than happy to get you on. I'd be more than happy. All right. But but for me, I think that like Jim, I think like sports all along between men and women have been watered down for a long time. But I want to ask y'all this question though: the WNBA when they first started, and even right now, and y'all talking about they was watering down. Can y'all explain it to? Can you explain that, please? Easy, go start. She stay sleeping, Sunny.
Um, it's watered down because like I said, it's more of a branding thing. Like it's the players and it's like I feel like the earlier years of the WNBA, the players played a lot tougher. You know, it was a little more. It's kind of like the NBA a little bit. You know, like in the back in the day, you know, the guys were a bit more physical. I feel like the women were a lot more physical than now. You know, and I think that comes from um the players, and I feel like probably because of the calls and stuff too. You know, they don't want these players to get hurt because you know their brands, they're making a lot of money. You know, and they don't want to have to spend a lot of money. It's all a business thing. It's like the business has took over the sport. That's why I say is watered down, and it's the same thing that people say about the NBA. You know how it kind of got a little soft. I feel like that with the WNBA too. I feel like Lisa Leslie and all of them, they played a lot rougher. You know, they wasn't trying to hurt each other, but the competitiveness was you really saw it. You know, not to say that these women are not competitive because they are, but you saw it a lot more. Back in the WNBA's heyday. So that's why I say that.
Yeah, before I get to you, Malik, I want you to tell me your favorite female athlete is. I gotta read this. J Lo Rich, I guess it's not just promoting as heavy as the NBA. That is so true. And it's all economics. Says Susan Rice became a diplomat. Doug Bailey says sues the LDBC. The WNBA want to know why the NBA make more money than them. And our brother, I want y'all to touch on that one. Sonya C said Lativa was a basketball star in high school, and so that's excellent comments, y'all. Saying, can keep on saying it. Oh, I'm sorry, P Money, and salute to you, brother. Keep up the good work. It's he said the only two NBA players I hear about is Diana Taurasi and Brittany Grimes. That's really it. Oh yeah. Before I get to, I didn't forget you, Malik. There is a young lady. I think about 2 or 3 years ago. She was not lesbian. She was not lesbian. She was straight, and she said that she quit the WNBA because they was calling her names. They ridicule her because they trying to make her be a lesbian. She's not and stuff like that. I forgot the name of it though. But when I pull it up one day, I'm gonna bring it on one of the shows, underrated shows. So I need to put that out there too. Malik Omar, your favorite female athlete, and good evening. How you doing?
Hey, brother. Good evening. How you doing? Big up to my man Sonny Hill Box. I mean Sonny Boxing Talk. Sorry about that. Also big up to Sheep Stay Sleep. I'm waiting for my man to have him alive because I'm going up on this channel. He always dropping that powerful knowledge on your panel. As well as Sonny Boxing Talk. Don't get it twisted. But my favorite female athlete is Jackie Jonah Kersey because in the 80s, man, she did some things that was unprecedented. She gave a lot of money to. I know a lot of people say, "Well, but that's a college fund, the United Negro College Fund." She spoke out against crack cocaine, black on black crime, and this was in the 80s, man. Although she clashed with Jim Brown because Jim Brown was trying to stay quote unquote grassroots.
Hmm.
Yeah, he didn't want her to give her money to an organization. So they clashed. But that sister right there, this she was powerful. Not only that, brother, she had gold medals, Olympian champion, and the beautiful thing about it, she represented womanhood as an athlete. She had a husband, she got children, and that's the beautiful thing. And the brother, right, JT, you right. All of them ain't lesbians, man. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I prefer to watch women in sports, man, than men. I wish they did play football. You kidding me? I love to watch some sisters, man, get down. You know what I mean? And play some sports, man. That's my personal opinion. I used to be an avid junkie WNBA watcher. I definitely watch tennis. A lot of people say it's boring, but I watch it. I love to just watch women, exercise, man. That's just me personally, man. Versus watching dudes. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been watching the NFL, and I promise you this, JT, man, within the last 2 years because of the boycott and whatnot. But yeah, so she's definitely my at the apex of my favorite woman in sports. You know what I mean? She was a class act. My second one would be um Leslie, Lisa Leslie, that played for you know the LA version of the women's basketball team. That's another sister that represented womanhood. She's married, children. She gives back to the community. You know, so that's what really turned me on about them sisters, man. You know what I mean? Not only can they get out there and show their athleticism, man, but they haven't forgot where they from and they represent womanhood. And see, it's a stigma out there, and I'm glad you brought that up, JT, man. That these sisters are lesbians, man, and they not. Some of them are, but I'm saying a lot of them that did some good things, man. It's beautiful to maintain a family, man. That's what we got to get back to. That's going to heal us, man. Whatever field we into, whatever classism we into, man. The family infrastructure, because the woman is under attack. Not only the men with these tight jeans, man, and not taking care of their children and loving each other, but the women are under attack. So the push for that. So that's what to represent, man. Womanhood. You know what I'm saying, good brother, and a man on her side and children. I love them two sisters. But Jackie Joyner Kersey, that's my favorite. That's my favorite one, man. I mean, it's I don't know nobody, man, that has given, and I'm not trying to beat down Serena Williams and them, but I think she's in the Guinness Book of World Records as far as an African American female, as far as giving back. She's given so much, man. It's ridiculous. And that, not only that, the sister to the date has Jackie Joyner Kersey scholarship. So she sent many, 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 many people, male and female, to college. So yeah, that's my favorite one. I don't want to. With having said that, because I ain't going nowhere, I'm gonna pass the mic. Check on that.
Okay. Welcome on World Breaker Boxing. If you want to join the panel, drop your email in. But I want to read. I want to read this. Let me see. Let me see. I just seen it. Um, I just seen it. No, 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 no. But somebody asked me, what do we think about Gracie one? Yeah, he said, what would we think about women's football? Malik, start from you.
Women's football,
Yeah.
uh, of course, I wouldn't want it to be contact and physical like a man. But women's football, hey, men do it. You know what I'm saying? We sit down as straight men and watch men squat down behind another man and he toss a ball to him. You know what I mean? So if we can do it as straight men and watch men do it, I would love to see Sister Love do it. Matter of fact, I'm a dude, man. It'll turn. I mean, straight up, I'll be watching that before I watch the NBA. I mean, the NFL. Man, I would love to see that, man. As long as them sisters don't break their neck, get concussions and all of that, because I think that a woman's body is so precious, JT. It's unlike a man. Like we built for structure, we build for war, we build for physical contact. I think it should be limited. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see that. And if my dogs in the background, they tripping. But I would love to see that, brother. You know what I'm saying? We do it, and I believe it's. They say in psychology, JT, where one person think like that, is 100 more that think like that, and me think like that. It's a lot of men that think like that, and women. So we're gonna play the because at heart, I'm a feminist. I really believe in women's rights. You know, I got three daughters. I got a beautiful, strong black wife. I got a strong black mother. You know what I'm saying? Well, she passed now, but I'm saying I have sisters. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see that, man. I would love. They got women's boxing. That's something else that I'm into. You know what I mean? I just don't like to see them sisters beat up, like, just beat down, broken nose, man. And I want to pick back on something that I said previously, JT, about Jackie Joyner and Kersey. Unlike Serena Williams, not only did she go get married, but the sister ain't run to a white guy. You know what I mean? She went and she got her brother by her side. And that's a beautiful thing, man. People don't sell out and they know who they are. So I would love to see football, man. And why isn't it female football? Yeah, why isn't that? Why isn't that, JT? Why isn't it female football now?
It been out.
Yeah, I'm talking about professionally, like a professional league. I've heard of that.
Yeah,
What you
that's
talking about?
professional. Yeah, I'm saying it is one out professionally. Yes.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I think they call it a lingerie league. They had the pads. They had their bras and they had their little panties, and then they play. Yeah,
Yeah, I never. That's the first time I heard. And they make money, and it's a league.
they make money. Yes, yes, they do. They've been out for a minute.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look that up,
They
bro.
be coming on ESPN. Yeah.
Okay, never seen it, man. But I think that now they have a woman. Now this is something I hopefully ain't offending nobody, man. I gotta say this because people are so emotionalism. Like they're into emotionalism, so timid, man. Especially dudes, and they'll jump all on me for saying this, man. But I think there's a sister. She trying to start. She want to get in the NFL. She actually want to get in the game with the Tom Brady's and get down. Then she a bulldagger, and she work out like every day. Look like a man, but she's a woman, and she want to get. And there's one out here now. Google it. You don't got to believe me. She want to get in the ring. I think she's trying to challenge Deontay Wilder and Ortiz and them. It's a woman. Now there's some limits, man, when it comes to to the female sports. I understand, sister, that you may think you a man, but I think you about to get broke down. What do you think about that, JT? Do you think a woman should get in the NFL and take them hits like a brother, and she live like a man? What would you say on that?
I, I'm see, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want no woman to get hurt. I really do. But
100.
see, this is the thing about it. We gotta think about what society's saying too. We can say we looking out for the woman, but see, there's a strong message that even if we say that, and I'm not talking about the women in the chat, I'm talking the people outside, but there's a strong force that you don't tell me what to do. If I could play, I could play it. But at the same time, that us as men that are masculine, we would not play in these women's sports. So, so it's a give and take. You know what I'm saying? To me, is it a
I
double
mean,
standard? Yes, but I don't want a woman to get hurt and everything. But like I said, society. We gotta talk about society. That's why I always talk about society. We got, and we gotta know our lane.
JT, yeah, JT, that's what I was saying, man. That it could come off that we not being feminist, and we are, man. But that's what I'm saying. I think that that's a line that you don't cross, man, as a woman when it comes to sports. Because there's some theory out there that a woman shouldn't be riding horses because it messes with the bone right up in between the thigh area. It's a theory that they shouldn't be riding bikes. Dr. Phil Valentine did a whole expose on that, and he talks about it in his book called The Wounded Wound. The book is about 1,000 pages, man. Damn it, 1,500 pages. He goes into certain sports doing because it can mess up the ovaries. It can sterilize them. You know what I mean? It makes them masculine. And these are things and discussions that we should talk about, man. It's not about us having phobias and whatnot. We don't want to see these sisters hurt, man. They got one sister now in high school, and the parents are up and on. She's transgender. She's a white girl, and she's taking testosterone. And what she's doing is she's transgender and she identified with men. However, she's wrestling girls and whooping they ass, JT, man. And they saying, well, that's unfair because she's taking steroids and she's identified as being a little boy, yet she's whooping and she's in the girl league. And that's just unfair, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it's a double standard with female sports. So that's a heavy discussion that I'm glad we touching on, but we have to
Yeah,
be
but see, this is the thing that us as men, we could be true what we say. That's what I want women to join the panel.
right,
So it could be because I'm saying like this though. See, I come from a family that is right or wrong. You know,
right,
I come from a family that the women in my family, they know they lane. There's certain things they'll do. So as a woman, they're gonna do. That's as man that we going to do. And then no matter what it is, we put it together and work in harmony. That's
right.
where I come from. That's the cloth I come from.
No doubt. No, I'm with that. I come from the same. I can cut from the same cloth.
So I'm saying like when people say you ain't all about women, so yeah, I'm all, but I'm saying like I'm saying, but see for us as a people, it is different
Right. Oh, no doubt.
because we come from a family that the man and the woman stick together.
Absolutely.
We always know what a person had done to us, spiritually, morally, culturally, etc., etc. I can go on and on, but I definitely do not want to get off the subject.
No
But
doubt.
I'm just saying this that.
They even.
Well, for me, it's all about common sense.
Oh, no doubt. They even have
So
they have all these amputee type athletes too. I see they get the same treatment, man. They're women. I don't want to see you get hurt. My man, you got one arm, man. I got two arms. You know what I mean? I'm gonna destroy you. I got an advantage over you. But if you want to play, go ahead and play. Then they got a woman. She want to play in the and I think like one of her toes is missing. I'm saying, man. I mean, when do we say as a culture, white or black, Chinese, Indian, Mexican, American, whatever you are, when do we say, you know what, that ain't cool? Because if they let that sister get up in there, man, it's gonna be some brothers in there that's gonna hurt her just to hurt her, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's a line we just don't cross, JT. Also, JT, they have a young white boy. He's going through transgendersy, and he's racing in female tracks, whooping they ass, JT, man. And the parents are up in arms about that. Now, like you said, man, and I agree with you, man. It should be some limits, man, and that shouldn't be allowed because I think that's unfair.
yeah, yeah,
That's that.
yeah. Hold that thought, Cappy White. I gotta read it. Ball Life says, "Wait how the women Ruby, bro. People love sports. They will play they sports, bro. Not only guys can play, women have rights to do as they well. We're not saying
Yeah,
that.
see what I mean, JT? See? Go ahead, though. See?
That's not how we call my boy life.
I told you. I told you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. See, these LGBT people, man, they some sick people, man. And they'll take one extreme and put it on and take some. We ain't talking about nothing like that. And we talking to benefit the woman, man. But see, them people like that, man, they cause a whole lot of stuff, man.
Because you know I'm gonna get to you, Cappy, why too, and go more important. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: I never played in women's sports because I'm not a woman.
100, 100.
I'm not. I'm a grown. I'm a man. God made me as a man. I'm gonna play. There's no say, oh yeah, you could play. You could play women. Cause nah, no.
Yeah,
Hell, I'm a man. I
yeah,
play basketball with men. You
yep,
know what I'm saying? Now, did I have played basketball with some women? Yes, but I was playing around, stuff like that. Get
right.
but other than that, that's when it stays right there in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, JT, these people are sick, man. You have a lot of people, they too extreme. They Frankenstein in theory, man, and they really unnatural. You know what I'm saying? Because to say some stupid stuff like that, we're not saying that. I'm in agreement with women, man. I'm a feminist. However, man, I don't see no woman get hurt, man. I want no woman to come up in no
Listen,
NFL or NBA and get tore
yeah.
down like that.
You know, I'm an alpha male. You know what it is what I do, but do I believe in the human spirit? Yes, I do. Oh, I'm sorry. Cat E Watcher too. Welcome, brother.
No worries, no worries.
Where she stay sleep at?
What?
He's there. He's in there. We go.
Oh, all right. I want to say peace to the panel and to the chat room. And I feel what other brothers are addressing, opposed to, not opposed, but the same too when it comes to the military. You have to you have to put blame on Obama because he let those LBGN, what you want to call them, lobby to give him money to say, okay, all the gay people have a right to be serving. And right now in the military, just like in the sports, they have women trying out for the hardest force. It can be the Army Rangers, but they won't allow that in the Marines though. But the Army, they allow them to be Rangers now. And what they're doing, they're cutting down the standards to be a Ranger. But when it comes to the sports world, it's all female, which is cool. But when it comes to military, I said, no, there's some things you can't do. You're not allowed to do. We can't cut down our standards to be what the title says we're supposed to be. But there are some women, there are a very small amount of women that can handle what man can do. But yeah, we don't want to see no woman killed in battle. It's just like we don't like to see women hurt in the sports field. And so I watch the female football games, even though they're in their tighty tights, their little tight bra or whatever. They try to make it seem like the gear that they wear that is suitable for the bedroom and for the football field. I'm like, what kind of turn on shit is this? So uh, I, I hear what your brother's saying, and I agree. I hate to see a woman get hurt. I really do. But since they're pushing that equal rights kind of thing, well, let them be. But if they get hurt too much, don't come crying back. Say, can you change up a little bit? No, no, no. You want to be equal to a man, so be equal. Be equal. If you have a problem, well, address those who want to be equal. But some of the women, they use that shit because they want to be equal as in pay. But when it comes to physical, come on now. Come on. You can't be physical as a man. Some can. People can, but not a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I'm just don't let that women's lib shit get you fucked up.
Yo, Cat. I love you, Cat. I love you, Cat. I love you, Cat. I really do. She stays sleep. Sunny. Then Omar. Then I'm gonna put out another question.
Well, You know, I'm in agreement with y'all, brothers. You know, I don't like to see women get hurt either. You know, but I really think that you know, people, certain people in the political scene is really, being that they operate off of money, all of these communities, if they have the money and the numbers to pretty much push their agenda to the lobbyists, they're gonna get what they want. And this is why you seeing the transgenders moving into stuff, and because they pay into play
Mhm.
at the end of the day. That's the name of the game. And this is why you're starting to see a lot of things going on, things that men like us may not agree with. And like the brother, like you and Omar was saying, bro, it's not about trying to block women from doing anything that men do. It's just that we don't want to see our women hurt. Do we know women can hunt? Yes, they can. But if I'm with my woman, she's not gonna be hunting. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be walking in the front trying to you know, kill whatever we gotta kill,
Mhm.
in the woods or whatever.
Hey, brother Sheep, you might just give me like 3-5 seconds.
Go ahead,
What you
bro.
just said, how the women is like the man's supposed to hunt, but at the same time, if you look at the lion's world, the lions and lioness, who's the one that hunting? It's the lioness, and
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bill that's sitting there protecting. So that's what I say. I feel what you're saying, brother. I do. Uh, but the women they can hunt just as good as a man. I'm done.
Of course, and I will never you know try to belittle women on that level because I already know that. There's some women who beat up men. I think us intelligent brothers, we all understand that. But it's the fact of putting your woman out there. I'd rather be out there and make the mistake and die than
Right,
for
right.
something to happen to her. That's just my point, bro. It's not me trying to say, oh well, we're better hunters. No, it's not that. It's just that men feel like women should never be in danger. And this is what a lot of these LGBT people are not understanding. We're not trying to belittle women. We
Right.
just want to make sure, and our job as men is to make sure women are safe.
But
So,
but saying
so yeah, you make him protect and things like that. Yeah. But
but
I'd
saying
rather my woman protect if I'm not around. But if I'm around, no,
there you go.
that's me. Because I don't want nothing to happen to you. I'd rather it happen to me. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it. You said the right thing. Thank you, brother.
Okay. But I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna keep going. It says Sonya sees she wrote this. And this is something that we need to think about, and then I'm gonna keep on going. Volleyball is a total sexist with those thongs. You can play volleyball without that. This is them participating in their own exploitation. Now, family, and I'm talking about the one outside, not the man said. There's a strong black woman that say this. And I think I feel at times I got to say this, and there's gonna be someone who get mad that some women when they play this, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. You say I want to play as a man, but you want to dress sexy. And then when the man and even the man don't touch you, oh yeah, we like what you got on. Oh, you are sexist. No, you cannot have it both ways. And even I could tell you like this: I played ball. I remember when I was younger, it was actually women reporters just trying to come in there. And I remember, but no, you cannot come in there. What do you mean? No, you can't come. They getting undressed and everything. You cannot do that because anything happen to you, you could say, DKC could say they rape you. But A man cannot go in a woman's dressing room. Why she like that? And rightfully so. So it's still in a way, it's all about common sense and everything. That thanks a lot. She stay sleep. Sonny Boss talk.
Indeed, man. Indeed, this is a great discussion, man. I want to go back a second and talk about this women's football for a quick second,
Go
and
ahead.
then work my way back up. So, like the women's football right now, man, I can say for me, I don't like it right now because right now it's not about the sport of football. Like the football that they have right now is about exploiting women. You know
It's
what I mean?
sexuality.
It's basically sexuality. Like the women are playing in lingerie, and that's some guys' big idea to want to show the woman's body on TV. So I'm not really agreements with that particular brand of football. But if the ladies did want to play football, let it be something comparable to what is played today. Sort of like the WNBA and the NBA. Um, as far as for me, women playing in the same sport, like a physical sport, like a football, I had to decline on that because, um, like the brother Sheep Stay Sleeps was saying, like I wouldn't want to, even though it's a sport, because when I played football and when I hit certain people, I wasn't trying to tackle them. Like I wanted them to hurt. Like I was, what I mean, not trying to like break nobody's leg or break a bone. But when I hit you, I wanted you to hurt real bad. I wanted you to like after you felt that hit, not want to come back onto the field no more. And like for me, and I believe a lot of other men would feel the same way. Like we want we don't want to hit you like that. Like for the men that has morals that had parents to tell them like don't hit the woman. We supposed to treat them a certain way. And then you come to a football field and like for me to and then that'll be even worse because like the men will probably hit the woman a little harder because they want them out of it because they don't want to hurt them. Like they want to probably change their mind. Like, yo, this is not for you. Like I'm giving you something to make you change your mind because we don't want to hurt you.
Hey,
You know what I
Sandy,
mean? So
hey, you can interrupt me when I'm talking too, bro. I apologize, my brother. But you
you good,
said it
brother?
just right. You said it just right. Like today's women say, like they want to be tough like men, but if they confront a man and the man smack them, what they gonna do? 911. I'm done.
Man, I think a lot of what we're dealing with is attack on the family, the attack on roles. You know what I mean? Because now it's not even cool no more to open up a door for a woman. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was brought up on. How to, you know what I mean, to be a gentle man to the woman because naturally most men grow up stronger than our counterparts. You know what I mean? So like as far as things like hunting and things of that nature, um, I do believe that we all should know the same thing. We all need to know how to hunt, how to survive together. For only because if something were to happen to that man and you got kids and whatnot, she would still have to carry on. So I agree with the brother Sheep Stay Sleep. So like if me and my lady we out in the wilderness or whatever, I'm gonna be doing the hunting. But if I can't, she will be equipped to be able to handle that situation. Just only because um I don't want to see her like I would rather get bit. You know what I mean? Like that's just me. And like but like
Brother,
if I'm not around or If I'm hurt, then I would rather that. But that's just me. But
But
go ahead,
no,
brother.
that's right. That's exactly. Oh, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Indeed. Um,
But you saying good shit though.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story right quick, man. I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but at the same time, I'm not. But I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell you what I did. My only time ever hitting a female. Now check this out. Don't lash out on me yet. Listen to the story. So I was in a situation where it was a butch, like it was a girl, but she styled herself after a man to the point where she talks like a man, she acts like a man, she looks like a man, the whole nine. So she violated me by like she put her fingers in my face. So I smacked the hand down, and then she reacted, and which but because she styled herself so much as a man that it triggered the reflex. Like I didn't have the same reflex as okay a feminine woman that's like you can tell as a woman. Like my brain was confused for a second. All I saw was a dude. She had the low haircut, her pants were sagging, like she was talking straight like a guy. And you know what I mean. I was taught not to lay your hands on a woman, so I didn't like punch her. I didn't smack her. I just gave her a nice mush, just a nice mush. But I say that to say the roles of the household is really messed up. And I don't condone hitting women. I'm just saying she was actually bigger than me. She was bigger than me. She had the low cut fade, the pants was sagging, and she was talking that talk like, you know what I mean, like a grown man. I got a grown man in front of me, like talking that talk, you know. And she flinched a certain way that caused my reaction time. I have a certain reaction time when I'm in danger. You know what I mean? But when you're dealing with a feminine female, like you can react different because you're like, okay, yeah, I know this is a woman. But like when you act like a dude, you so butchy, you could confuse a man sometimes. Like I knew she was a woman, but at that particular time, I was confused. You know what I mean? So I ended up mushing her. I didn't punch her. I didn't ground and pound. You know what I mean? I ain't throw no elbows, no knees, no sweeps, no figure fours. But I say that to say, um, I don't really agree with like football like with the same sport. Like if they want to play football, they want to be rough. Let them play, but let it be the same sport, but just away from the men. Because like we hit too hard, man. We can be very violent, and we don't want to hurt y'all. And then like if you a butch trying to play football and you talking that talk, ooh,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So yeah,
Okay.
Can
Um.
can I pick it?
indeed,
Yeah. Okay. Malik.
Yeah, yeah, I
Hey.
love it, man. I love this talk. Hey, Sonny Boxing talk, man. I can see them having a field day with one of them butchers on the man. They be curling over wearing one of the carriages, man. She be broke all up, man. Them brothers, man, they have a field day with her. You think you a man? And that's what I'm saying. Sonny Boxing talk, man. And we have to in this age of gender retardationism, we have to set the record straight because of our children, man. We have generations that are coming behind us. Right now, I said before, JT, a lot of these children that coming out, they crack babies era. You know what I'm saying? So we have to attack them at birth. You have to, man. History. Malcolm X said that history is best qualified and rewarding all research. So what's going on with us now? is a sickness, man. This gender retardationism. You know what I mean? It's a part of the social promotion that the media and the schools, it's cool for a guy to be, omega. You don't have to be alpha. What happened to the man of the house? What happened to shows like Good Time? Even though he was broke in Chicago, they had a man. I mean, and good the man, he was a man. He hollered, he was strong, he was strapping. You know what I mean? And he meant something. And so, the family infrastructure. I know y'all brothers hear me push that ever since JT has been blessing me to come on this panel. I'm always talking about the family. That's what's gonna heal the black community. We got to get back to that. So that's when you have all this gender retardationism, man, going on. Don't nobody want to know who they are, man. You can't even scripture tell you that in the last day you won't even be able to tell the seasons, and you won't be able to tell the men from the women, man. We have a problem here. It's not about being, like I said, it's not about being phobia. It's about saving our community, man. We in danger, brother. And it's crazy because I'm man enough to admit to y'all, I do a lot of crime, man, when I see a whole lot of the youth. Because here in Philadelphia we have a lot of things in place for them, man. It's not really talked about because a lot of people that are doing things, man, they don't want to be on the forefront. See, because when you do something, you do it from the heart. You don't do something and you just, hey, I did this. See, look what I did. Nah, I roll with some people that don't roll like that. So there are some good things that are in place here, and I'm quite sure everywhere else. But see, that's not put on the news. Why? Because the media, they make their ratings off of negativity and off our savage behavior in the African American community. But we're beautiful people, man. But they want to focus on our gender sickness and all of that. Man, it come from these dysfunctional families. I'm gonna keep it real, man, because we had them people like that. As they said, it was closeted, but it was minute. It was limited. Now, man, it's every other dude. I mean, this is sick, man. One sister was telling me the other day that she catching hell with finding she trying not to step out of her race. It's a personal friend of mine. She catching hell with getting a brother, man, that's on my level. You know what I'm saying? As far as, my choice, a woman and a man. And she said, man, the most dangerous thing that's going on out here is this dude is not telling who he is. He's this down low dude. I'm gonna speak on it until I die. And they killing a whole lot of black innocent women in our community, man. So, that stuff, I know I'm getting kind of like off the topic, but I'm gonna go back to sports now. I didn't know they was wearing lingerie for that football. I thought he was wearing like a helmet and footballs and pads. Yeah, that is sexism. You know what I'm saying? And I also heard y'all talking about volleyball. That's sexism too. That is correct. They do be in tight stuff. And also we need to get into the origins, JT. Hopefully, I hope to God that you do some research on where some of these sports come from. I'm gonna give you, for instance, this may be a tidbit segueing off the top, but it's dealing with sports. Soccer. Most people don't know where that come from, but in Australia, the Aborigines, when the English got there, they used to bury them and leave their head above the ground, and they used to go around.
Yeah,
Not
I
it's
heard that.
polo. Yeah,
Yeah.
they used to go around and knock the head off. That's where polo come from, and kick it about. That's where soccer emanated from. You heard it, JT. Yeah, you know I ain't lying. So
Yeah, and then also I'm going more on the point. And back in '96, it was an Australian woman ran track, and she
hmm
was the only one of her tribe ran ran track, a part of that tribe as a Aborigine,
hmm
because the English and the other ones has killed them off.
yeah, no doubt. I
And
plan.
they trying to keep that underneath the rug back in 1996.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's
I
deep.
didn't mean to go to side. I just need to throw that. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's true. And so, but I do want to ask this question to each brothers in here, and even the ones in the chat. Salute to you, information man. If you want to get on, let me know, and I'll plug you in, brother. How I'm gonna sculpture this. Now, as we talk about everything, women's sports, LDPG, and everything else, and I'm talking about our sisters, that are parents. I mean, our queen as parents and brother as parents. How do we scope? How do we have these conversations with our kids that's up in age, but at the same time they had to refine their own independence? And what I'm going to do, I'm gonna hit She Stay Sleep on it, Sunny. No, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start from Malik. I'm gonna start from Malik, Cat, Sunny, and She Stay Sleep.
All right. Okay. You ready, JT?
No, I'm starting with Cat. Cat. Okay, go ahead, Malik.
Yeah. Well, if Cat,
Yeah, bro.
there you go. There you go.
Go ahead, brother. What's the question, man? I was doing something right quick. Go ahead.
The question is, when we talk about the female athlete, and then we talk about the LGBT and women and men's things has happening. How do we go about the sculpture this? I'm asking a different way now. How do we sculpture this conversation?
Okay.
Oh, I finished the truth about it. Sorry about that. The truth about it, but at the same time to make sure they remain to build up their own independence.
Okay. The thing is, in this world, how the Most High designed this world is like a man got a position, a woman got a position, but we're living in a world where it's designed and controlled by the white supremacists. But at the same time, the white supremacists don't understand how it's biting them back in the ass now because they can control their own women now. So that's why the white man is going around looking for an African woman, Asian woman, Indian woman, other than their own woman. And we gotta try to let our sisters know, hey, baby girl, it don't matter who you marry, you're gonna still be treated like shit. You know? I think one of the brothers, I think it was Sonny. I agree. Everything with every brother has spoken as I sit back and listen, and I apologize for interrupting. Uh, I think Sonny was saying things about how we got the women has to learn how to prepare, how to cook food, even when it comes to protection, while the man is out there fighting the battle, which is true. It goes from what we're dealing with right now into the battle zone. Everybody gotta learn everybody's position, everything. You know? So yeah, all the brothers are on point on what they're talking about. I just didn't want to interrupt. It's but everything, man, this is a very enlightening fucking conversation. And I don't want our sisters who are in the chat room to think that we're talk down. No, everybody, even the man got to learn how to fucking cook. There are women that was out there being warriors, you know, and so it applies to everybody. Everybody, you got to learn. You know, it's like if the man too goddamn scared to go fight, but the woman she got enough ovaries to go out there and do it. Okay, while you gonna sit back while your woman's fighting? Learn how to cook, learn how to protect the kids, learn to teach the kids, all such and such. It can go vice versa. You know, so everything is like what they call the yin and the yang. That's how we gotta learn it. It can be the yin and the yang for the man, yin and the yang for the woman. But we gotta be learned. But yet at the same time, we are the world's designed for a man to do what he's supposed to do. And the woman got her duties too. But we live in a world where it's ran by the white man, and they're experts as causing confusion. That's it. That's what we're living in, confusion. And these goddamn white men can't even control their own fucking women. So I'm done because I'm trying to cook right now, fam. So
Okay.
I just sit that out.
Okay. Malik Oma. Your
Yes,
take.
sir. Yes, sir. My take, good brothers. I say it like this to keep it simple and lame and plain. And by the way, brother Wayne, man, I always tell JT this too, man. An old head, he corrected me too. There's no such thing as white supremacy, man. It never ever exists. Ain't nothing supreme about the white man. The terminology that we have to start using, and I'm not telling nobody, I'm just suggesting, is institutionalized racism, not white supremacy, because they're not supreme. That's a theory. It never ever exists. It exists in their mind. Just because you got more money than me, just because you overtop me as far as oppressing me, you're not supreme, my brother. So it never ever existed. And the old head told me that, and man, I argued with this old head, man. And two, we off some 5 6 hours, man. And it dawned on me about 2 weeks after that. I said, you know what, he's right. There's no such thing as white supremacy unless I believe in it. But I know what you're saying, good brother. It's institutionalized racism, not white supremacy, because they're not supreme. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the woman, my thing is, man, it's the most sacred thing on this planet. All of us come out of a woman's belly. So they're special, man. Even Jesus had a relationship with God. A man wasn't even involved, according to their story, it was a virgin birth. So that was a relationship with Mary and God. You know what I'm saying? So that's how special they are to us. And he come from a woman as well. So without the woman, the man wouldn't be here. And without the man, the woman would be here. And she was here first. Everything is feminine. She's older than us. So the ground is older than us. I mean, Adam and the Eve story, they tell you about Adam, but most people say where Adam come from. He came from the clay of the earth. He came from the dirt, which is feminine, which procreates. It gives you life. It gives you fruit. So I'm going to a whole expose on something, man. I will confuse people, but what we have to do, JT, without getting off the topic, man, as far as these sports, man, is we have to have a cap on some of these things, man. Don't patronize certain sports. I stopped watching the NFL, man, because when you got an issue with somebody protesting their First Amendment right, then the Giants is my team. But what I do is I don't watch it. What I do is I catch the highlights. But other than that, though, man, we just have to be. You asked about the children. Okay, that's what I want to talk about. What we have to do, man and woman, from the time they start watching television and the time they start talking, you have to start talking to them. That's what I do to all my children. And I talk sexualities, all that. Because if you don't talk to them, unfortunately, the powers that be, white and black, will destroy them like it ain't nothing, because the black man, he's designed to be destroyed from the time he come out of his mother's womb. Don't get that twisted. Um, we speak the master's language. We we eat his food. We dress like him. So what we have to do is acclimate ourselves, man, and learn from our mistakes. We don't know who they took our language, they took our culture, they took our religion. So we have to begin to know it ourselves, regardless of your religion. You know what I'm saying? And talk to your children. I tell people got offended when I talk to all my daughters about sex at the age of like 12. Why? Because it's all on the television. It's in the music, the songs they singing. Yeah, I talk to my sons too. All my children grown except one, JT, and she's 16. And it's like I talk to them, man. I tell them that I want to be a grandfather. I tell them that I want to be able to give you away. You dig what I'm saying? I don't want no illegitimate grandchildren. I don't. I'm trying to heal myself. I'm trying to heal my community. So if I'm trying to practice what I preach. That's why I said so many. You asked about the conscious community. I say I'm not a part of the conscious community because there's a bunch of hypocrites, man. I'm a part of the righteous community, but not the conscious community because there's too much scamming going on, too much debating going on, and ego tripping, man. So the righteous community, that's what I say. When you're able to put your ego in the closet and check yourself, when you're able to love your brother, because it ain't even about me. I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I live and I learn every day, JT, man, and to the panel and everybody in the chat. I learn from my mistakes. And I'm gonna keep doing that until I get better and better and better. But if you human, then you'll understand that you're gonna make these mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So I can keep going on, bro, but there's so many people on the panel. I wanna hear from Sonny Boxer Talk and my man, She Stays Sleeps. So I'm gonna pass the mic with
So
that.
bad, She Stay Sleep is coming up right now. If not, Sunny Boxing Talk. Oh,
Nah, I'm
Sunny
here,
go.
bro. I'm here.
Okay.
Um, the one thing I think we need to do as far as our children is first off just try to understand them more. Cause a lot of I'm noticing a lot of young children, they are a lot of them are confused with what's right and what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's because of the things that they see and things that they have accepted as being cool, you know, and that goes hand in hand with them going to school and the things that they ingest, things that they see, things that they listen to. But if you're dealing with a male child, you just tell them, listen, everybody in life, everything in life, not just everybody, everything in life has a role. Everything. Men have a role, women have a role. Now, the LGBT community has made people feel that when you bring up roles, that you're trying to bash women. When no, the birds have a role, trees have a role, lakes have a role, fish have a role. It's the same goddamn thing with people. So we need to dead that bullshit. Stop falling for the okey doke. Everything in life has a purpose and a role. When you breathe in the oxygen and you give out carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide is used because that has a role to play. So stop letting people, when you hear, because what they do is they call it alternative facts. That's what they're using that to play on people's minds. But whatever sex is your child, you should let them know that you have a role and let them know what energy comes behind their sex. So I have two sons, I don't have daughters. So I let them know, listen, you're going to be a man one day. So there's certain things you must do. There's a certain way you must think. You see, you cannot be a man and think that you're not supposed to do certain things, because that is the responsibility of what a man is. And it's the same thing for women. And we must constantly remind our children of this, because that's what they're actually playing on. They're playing on the roles of men and women. And this is why you're starting to hear um a lot of women say that, oh well, what's wrong with a man being this and a man acting like that? No, that's not what a man is.
Mm-hmm.
You see, a man and woman is supposed to be balanced. So the way a man expresses his love for his children, that's his feminine side. That's his feminine side. Just like I've saw women, and y'all can look it up on YouTube. I've saw women do crazy things and explore, well, exhibit, my bad, crazy amounts of strength when their children are in danger.
Say it, sheep.
I've saw this. Shit, I even saw this with my own woman. When we lived in New York City, my youngest son, my wife was getting on a train. I wasn't with her. He ran off and almost ran in the train tracks. Do you know she cleared the turnstile and caught him in like 3 to 5 seconds? I couldn't believe the shit. When she told me, I couldn't even believe it. But they have plenty of instances. That's a woman's masculine side coming out. So we must understand, listen, let your children know who they are and what roles they need to play in the world and what roles they need to play in their life. And they'll figure it out. They may, be confused a little bit, but they're gonna figure it out. If you put that out there, they're gonna figure it out. Because something my OG always told me. He said, "You know why this world is messed up, young man?" I said, "Why, OG?" He said, "Because people don't know they goddamn role and play it. If people just knew they roles and played them, we would have less issues in the world." I never forgot that.
Mm-hmm.
I never forgot that. This man told me this, I think I was about 18 years old. I never forgot that. And he always used to tell me, "Young man, know your role and play it. Know your role and play it." And that's what caters to a lot of the problems. That's what they playing on with our children. That's why you seeing all the transsexual stuff and the effeminate men and women accepting their sons wearing dresses and being effeminate.
That's right.
Because
That's right.
people in society is playing on the roles of men and women. They starting to say, "Well, oh, you ain't acting like a woman. You acting like yourself." No, you're acting like a goddamn woman. And you're not supposed to be acting like a woman. Period. And it's the same thing that goes for women. You not right now, you acting like a dude. Whether you like it or not, the truth is the truth, man. And we gotta stop falling for the okey doke, man. We gotta stop falling for the okey doke because that's how these agendas is ruling over society, starting from the basics. Once they confuse the foundations of things, man, we'll end up lost as hell, man. And that's what you see today. That's why you got young boys on Facebook wearing dresses and they mothers putting them in pageants. He walking around strutting. He's 7 years old, strutting with a dress on. You that what are you doing? And then when you read the comments under these types of things, you have people agreeing with it. Oh well, it's nothing wrong with that. He looked good. No, he looked like a woman. No, you teaching him it's okay that this how men should dress. That's not cool. He's acting outside of who he is, which is a little boy. Little boys supposed to get dirty. They supposed to fight. They supposed to get bruises and scratch their knees up. This is what's supposed to happen for young boys. He ain't supposed to be getting his goddamn fingernails painted. Well, it's just clear polish. Painting his toenails and shit. No,
Say it, shit.
no,
Say it.
no. We need to remember our roles, teach that to our children, and constantly enforce that shit.
Before I'm gonna go to you, Sonny. I remember my father had this talk, and this he was on his dying bed, and I never forget. This is the winter of '88. He passed away March '89, and we used to have, and I'm gonna say this, and I want people to understand this that too. That the last year and a half of his life, we got close. We talked about a lot of things, Black history and stuff like that. And then I remember we was talking about. He said, "Now look, you see this person right there, right? Yeah, that man work hard, right? You see, yeah, he's Yeah, so he's a man, right? He do man thing, right? Yeah. All right, you see that woman, right? She helping him out, right? I say, yeah, okay, no problem with that. And I never forget, my father was so weak, but he found a way to get up on his walker. And I never forget this. He said, look, who's that doctor? He said, he's a man doctor, right? Look at his assistant. What's that? I said, I see a man trying to pretend to be a woman. God made you as a man, you're a man. And I'm not just telling you this, but you know what I'm getting from. Along what she stay sleep was saying with that man stayed role, he said, look, that's not you. Be you and you be okay. And that's back in 88. Just about 30 years later. And it's so funny. I mean to laugh at this family. And we still talking about this. Because they are, especially like throughout humanity, a lot of them do not know their roles and they getting tricked and they want to be politically correct instead of stand up to be what God have created you. Know our roles and play and be on it. And I'm happy that I we talk like this because us as men, we got to be better equipped of our thinking too. And likewise, woman, I'm glad the woman that stayed that we just bonded, and that's what we definitely need. So anything wrong, we could both say no, it's wrong, and we could both be in alignment together. All right, Sunny Boxing Talk.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2, bro.
Yeah, man. I agree with everything everyone has said. Like great wisdom, great measures. Um, I would just say, I guess for me, is really pouring into the children. I mean, really pouring into them and like try to give them the sharp eye of the truth.
Now,
You gotta plug that one in. The sharp eye of the truth, man. That I will never forget that hashtag. Like,
hold up, Sonny. Maybe people is new. Where you get that from? Because some of them don't know that. Where you got that from?
got that from you, brother. That's one of your hashtags that you put in on some of your videos when we'll be
Okay.
talking about that truth. It's the sharp eye of the truth, which means sharply seeing the truth. Sharply understanding truth from falsehood. I mean, being able to discern truth from falsehood. That's basically what the sharp eye of truth is to me. Um, what I mean? So like we as parents, we as elders, we have foresight of a lot that can happen and a lot what's going on. And I think that, you know, Brother Sheep Stay Sleep, he was talking about getting to know your children. What I mean? Because of course our children are dealing with our
Mm-hmm.
children are dealing with things on a different level than what we've dealt with. Like things are getting a lot worse. But I think if we can kind of sit down with them and explain to them where a lot of this stuff comes from, what I mean, explaining to them the end result of certain things to kind of help them, give them foresight, show them why certain things are happening. Why we got so many butchers and so many things going wrong in our community. Explaining them why so that they can actually look at it and see for themselves versus uh, um, just doing a usual talking to because our children are very intelligent, they're very smart, and if we teach them right, they'll listen and they won't depart from the things that we have spoken to them. So like, there's nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean. I do think things get worse as time goes on, but there's nothing new under the sun. We can teach our children to the point where if we do it correctly, they can look at it like, dang, this is what my dad was talking about, what my mom was talking about. This is where this is coming from. All this gender switching and things of that nature. Like, don't be afraid to have the morals and tell our children the right thing because right now it's not cool to talk about, yeah, it's supposed to be a man and a wife or a man and a woman. You know what I mean? It's not cool nowadays. Like, to be a gentleman to open up a door for a woman is looked at as not cool nowadays. Like, we're not saying that you're weak or you can't open a door for yourself, but you know what I mean. As men being taught, being schooled to walk as a gentleman, to treat a woman a certain way. That's what we do. We open up the doors for you. You know what I mean? We treat you like a queen or a rose. Nowadays, is not looked at like that. It looked at as bad. I saw one video on YouTube. I think they was talking about. I think it was brother Genuine or whatever. He was on some talk show or whatever, and basically he was sitting on the couch with like a transgender, and the transgender was trying to lean in on him to kiss him, and he kind of pulled away, like, "Oh, like what you doing? Like, get off me!"
Mm-hmm.
And like they kind of like talk bad about that dude, like, "Yo, why'd he do that? Like, you wouldn't date a transgender? Like, it's nothing wrong with that." Like, they really put it as though there's something wrong with you for not wanting to date a transgender. And that's the narrative that they are pushing upon our people. I think that um, understanding like the art of war, understanding an enemy and which tactics that they're using against our people, we can kind of flip it around and unveil it to our children. Like, just lay it out in front of them and let them see it. And like every day, kind of go over with them certain things. Like, we can use television. Um, when we talk about, we ask them how their day was, and they tell us about their day. Anything that we can use to expose the agenda that they're trying to put on our children, I think we can flip it around to where we can break it down to A, B, and C, so they can see it plain. And then as they get older, um, the truth will reinforce itself. That I pass that mic.
Okay, before we continue, let's have a big salute to my beautiful queen, beautiful one queen, Annette B. Happy birthday to you, each brother. Cause wish happy birthday before we continue.
And that B, happy birthright day, sis. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Be safe. If you sip something for us. You know what I mean? Eat some good cake for us and enjoy your day and be safe. And I hope that you know, you see plenty more. Blessings to you and your family. Peace.
Okay. Next.
Oh yeah, missing that B. Happy anniversary of the day you was born. I usually tell people that, and people was like, "What do you mean by happy anniversary? The anniversary of the day that you came to this planet, sister." people misnomer it and they call it birthday. Well, actually, my birthday is our birthday that we call our birthday is our mother's birthday. She gave birth. So happy anniversary on the day that you was born, and happy birthday to mommy. I pass the mic on that.
Okay. Hold on, hold that thought. I got Super Ryan cosplay and fanfare news. He said, I'm a transgender. Okay. You're a transgender. Okay, if you know what it is, what it is. All right. We respect everybody as human beings. Now, if this offend you, rightfully you can leave. And that's how it is. Of this channel, we deal with everything heads up. And then the ones that are transgender, and I'm gonna hit you, she Stacy, to wish and let be happy birthday, because I gotta get this out. I know I seen you came in, but I ain't say nothing. But I say this. Just as you want us to respect you as human beings, respect us as straight people, as human beings, and plus stop violating us. And stop playing society and the political thing and the political code. None of
Yeah,
that.
pass the word.
Okay. She stay sleep. Then you could and after that you could wish happy birthday and Cat PY2.
Happy birthday to you, Annette B. We appreciate all your support. I appreciate all your support because you definitely support my channel too. Much love to you. More life to you, and enjoy your day and stay safe.
All right. Cat PY2, wish our queen happy birthday. And that B.
And that big. Every time I see you, sister, you always showing love. So you enjoy your born day. You know, we're there. And that one, and the one that's inside the chat room, I can't see it right now. They call themselves a transgender. Tell your fellow transgenders, stop trying to accuse of straight males of being gay phobia or some shit like that. Live your life. And we want to live our life as being straight people. So don't accuse us of being something because we oppose to your shit respectfully. You know, so and I enjoyed the panel, all the brothers, the people in the chat room. I thank you. Thank you, JT.
Anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right. No, we ain't getting off. Okay. Okay. And that B. And I got to say this. She know me and she stay asleep for a few years. And all that time, you always been right there, Annette. You always been there, support me. That sometimes I really need that. I don't think I need it. I do. You always push me to strive great by your own actions. You always say, what's wrong with you? When I need that tough love, she always was right there. And I mean this for the bottom of my heart, and that be beautiful one. I thank you because you had helped me personally get through the worst days. But it's not all about me tonight. It's about you. So what I'm going to do, and this is my channel, and I could do what the hell I want, I'm going to dedicate this live stream to you tonight on your birthday. And many more beautiful ones to come, sweetie. And now I'm gonna ask this question.
And that B.
Yeah, that B. I'm gonna dedicate this live stream to Annette B to her birthday. So this is all about you. It's all about you, sweetie. It really is. But this is the question, and I'm gonna master's last question. Then I'm gonna close this out. Now, man, first I'm gonna read the chat, and then I'm gonna want your brothers to make your last remarks. Stay right there. You know how I do. But after we discuss everything right now, and we're in a crisis times as a people. When I'm talking about our families is in shambles. Our roles, our roles of each other is very conflicted, and it's not steady that it was before. And I'm going to start from Sunny. How do we go step by step to gain it back, despite how this oppressed, confused system as it is?
Step by step. Um, I would say understanding the root of well, from my understanding, in order to get to the root of a problem, it's said that you should ask the question 7 times, like why, for at least one problem at a time, in order to get to the root of it. Find the root of the problem, then you can work on the solution. Um, Working on and the solution, it may take a long time to get to, but as long as you're working towards it, you should be able to see a difference. So the quick answer for me would be to find the root of the problem that's going on. After you find a root, make a game plan on how to conquer whatever root it is. You know what I mean? Because any root can be uprooted. You know what I mean? If you got roots in your garden, you can pull those roots out if you know how to pull them out. You know, because if you pull them out wrong, you might leave something in there and it might grow back. You know what I mean? So find a root in the situation. Once you find that root, create a game plan, and whatever you find out, pass it on to your brother man, your sister man, because they might not know. Because iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
So we all are in this together. This is one of the purposes of this show. Like we be bringing some groundbreaking information. This is iron sharpening iron here. We do be breaking down certain things, and um I believe that we be having some answers to some of the problems that we have in our community. So that's my answer to it. Pass the mic on that.
Okay. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch up the order. Cat PY2.
Uh, it's good hearing everybody's point of view. The only solution is that everybody understand the position in this damn war we have against our oppressors or the colonizers, what do you want to call them.
Mhm.
Everybody has a position. You can't walk around here with no fucking arrogance, no ego, no nothing. Understand who belongs where. And then the problem be solved. We'll conquer this shit. We can. But if you still walk around here with the chip on your shoulder, or you still believe in the oppressors, the strategy of causing all this confusion, letting them know like the man's supposed to be the woman, and the woman's supposed to be the damn man, we ain't gonna win shit.
Mhm.
Understand who we are, understand what position each gender belongs in, and we'll conquer this shit. Simple and plain. Simple, just simple. So I'm good, brother. I was listening in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just stay right there. Um, she stays asleep.
I think first, we need to understand that this is a some the war that we're a part of is a mental war.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand that war starts in the mind. It before it gets physical, it's mental. So we must, teach that. We must teach our children that you must be mentally strong. You must be able to combat things with your mind,
Mm-hmm.
because as you can see, there's a high rate in teen suicide,
Mm-hmm.
and that's because they're not able to combat mentally what they deal with on a daily basis. So we must teach them that first, you got to have a strong mind and a strong will to even just to even survive out here. And then secondly, we must teach them that a lot of the shit that you see on TV or hear or see on social media is not real, because it goes back to point number one, where war starts in the mind. And the way all wars are started is first, they confuse the people with propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're doing to our children. They're feeding our children a bunch of lies
Mm-hmm.
and making them accept it as truth.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to teach them secondly that a lot of the shit that they see is not real. Don't believe it. Don't think that this is life and all of that. No. This is a socially engineered society. So a lot of things that you see is just something, just look at it, understand what you looking at, and move on. Don't really let it shape and mold the way you feel about yourself, you know? And then I think once we can explain that, and they begin to understand it, I think we can move further into them or helping them be able to do certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but first it has to start with the way they think. If we don't get in their minds and understand how they think, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose the war, because that's where the war starts. War starts in the mind.
Okay. Excellent. Malik Omar.
Yes, sir. All three of the brothers previously definitely hit the nail on the head, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But JT, I just wanted to go to in Proverbs 22:6 in the Bible, it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And that's to piggyback on what the three brothers just said, man. And I want to go back to something that Captain said, man. The family infrastructure, man. If you notice that the media and most movies that are produced is actually, it shows a single mother or a single father. They don't focus on the family, man. And that's key, because the most dangerous thing to society right now is an alpha male that's willing to stand up and take care of his family. I lost all my friends, man, when I got married. I've been with the same sister going on, 17, 18 years, man. And it's a beautiful thing. I had children before I met my wife. And man, she took me from being a quote unquote, the street term is dog, into molding me or helping me and walking me into being a man. That's how powerful the black woman is. I didn't know I was savage, man. And JT, I was dominant when it came like clubbing and women. This ain't nothing to be boasting, man. But I talked to a lot of young brothers because of, little do you know, your mishaps when you was young. You tell them brothers and what you've been through, man, you could save somebody's life. Cause I was sleeping with women every night. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got my high. And I just always had a fetish for just sleeping with a lot of women, man. It was my thing. And I thank God that He brought me from that, man, because I could have walked away with AIDS or something I wouldn't have been able to get rid of. I tell my sons that, you know what I'm saying? I have a testimony, you know what I'm saying? And I don't lie. That's the thing. We can't be lying to these children, man. I tell them everything. From, yeah, I've been to the health department. You know what I'm saying? I was dominant. You know what I'm saying? When it came to women, I ain't believing using Jimmy's, man. Don't tell me God don't exist. You know what I'm saying? I walked away from that with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I tell them brothers, hey man, you should, yeah. I tell there's a lot of people in the chat. There's probably some people on the panel. They ain't man. I'm not saying they ain't man enough, but they, everybody want to tell their business. Yeah, I've been down to the. They knew me by name, JT. You heard me? So my thing, man, is like with women, man, I was dominant. And that sister that came into my life, man, I was blessed. And I'm telling everybody, just give it a try. If you never ever been married, give it a try. You know what I mean? And we both have, sure, we had grown together. Everything wasn't perfect. We grew together. It's gonna be times in a marriage where y'all gonna be mad at each other. But the beautiful thing, JT, is when you stick in there, man, for the children's sake. And other children see this on my block, man. I have a brother that's down the street, man. He never been married. He said, man, you're right on, dude, man. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, try what you got. You've been living with the same woman for 6, 7 years. Why not? Make her a real woman. Man up. At least if it don't work, you can say, you know what, I tried. But JT, I want to also share a book with you and the panel, and I actually look at this book as a blueprint. I don't know if y'all can see it, but
In the chat, press one, you see it, or press two, you didn't. Go ahead, my brother.
okay. Well, the name of this book, brother, is called "Why Our Children Hate Us." You know.
You push the book? Could you push it down a little bit so we can see the word? Because we not seeing the word.
Okay, hold up. Let me do something. Let me do this then. All right, this is the top of the book. Can y'all see
Why
it now?
our children hate us? Okay.
And then on the bottom, it says, because it's real small, JT, but I'm gonna read it. It says how black adults betrayed black children. It's written by a brother by the name of Eric Grimes. Check this book out. He go in the book. He goes on. The main thing I love about this brother, man, is he says that most communities, white, Chinese, outside of our communities, man, the reason why they so successful with identifying with their children, while they're going through puberty, while they're going through teenage years and young adulthood, is because they communicate with their children. They talk to their children. They
Mm-hmm.
turn the television off. They watch nature shows. We go into all kind of things that we can do, man. Cooking, home economics, ironing, sewing. You know what I'm saying? And I heard y'all brothers talk. I think it was She Stay Sleep, or it could have been Sunny Boxing talk about feminism, men. When we show never, it was Stay Sleep. When we kiss our children, man, and when we show them love, and when we show them from a man's side about taking care of the family, that's opening up our feminine side, because we all have feminine sides. I open mine up all the time, and particularly with my wife. When you lay down with your woman, your feminine sides come all the way out, man. When you kiss your woman, you know what I mean? You're making her feel good. You're kissing her toes, you know what I'm saying? You're not being the strong, strapping dude. You're showing her love. So that's your feminine side. But he goes all into it in this book. And I advocate, if y'all are interested, get the book. It's called Why Our Children Hate Us. It's by a brother by the name of Eric Grimes. I'm gonna put it up here again so y'all can see it. And I'm gonna go ahead to the bottom too.
Okay.
And this was my blueprint, man. I had this book for about 15 years, and
Okay.
it helped me raise my children. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing I did too. I know I'm being kind of long with it because that's not me, and forgive me. I also sit down with a whole lot of elders, man, that are 70, 80 years old. One of my best friends, he work out with me at the gym. He's 88 years old. If you seen him, he look like he in his 60s. And I tell him, man, what was your success? What did you do with your children? You know what I'm saying? Because he got some thorough children, man. And I get pointers from them. So we have to go to our previous generations, man, and ask questions. I also watch a whole lot of old movies in the '60s and in the '70s on how they cater. It's ironic, man. When they made these movies back then, they showed the mother and the father and the children in the house. Nowadays, it's weird, JT, man. I don't understand it. So when having said that, man, I just want to give kudos to Cat for bringing that up, man. You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna let you go, for. I'm gonna pass the mic to you, JT.
Okay. Before I continue, then read, and I want all your brothers stay right there because I want to do after I do the list. After after I read out the names of the chat, I want you to make your last remarks. But I see made three crucial points that I think that we need vital to think about. Number one, she said, have a set of morals. Number two, teach the children these morals. And last, number three, stand your ground and don't let the world influence your household. Let me read it again. We got to have a set of morals. I totally alignment with that. Also, I'm in alignment. The second one, teach the children these morals. Number three, stand your ground and stand your ground and don't let the world influence your household. Those are some vital points for our community, and the rest of the brothers are saying, and in the chat too. Hey, y'all made it hot. Y'all made it real important. I'm going to say this. As a human being, and we part of creation of God, embrace it. Do not let this Satan's world change for who you're not, because the devil do not want you to be in righteousness. The devil do not want us to be in roles. That when we know our roles, it work organized. We know how to raise our kids. We know how to keep the family tight. The man and woman work in conjunction together to keep the family together. Like I always, I'm going to say this, I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to pass like that. When we have strong family in our community, we have strong community. Strong community, strong nation. We got to get back to know our roles and to help little by little to repair our nation. Because to me, that is the godly way. Now, I'm going to read out the names, and y'all brothers stay right there. And y'all make your last remarks. The ones up top, I couldn't get to y'all when I first thing. Thanks for coming. I see, thanks for coming. Happy birthday again, and let be the beautiful one. King Diesel, thanks for coming. Nikki, thanks for coming. Sonny Boss Talk, I hit you up in a few. Afro Sister at Timely TV. Thanks for coming, my sister. Always greatly appreciated. J Lo Rich, my queen. I want to thank you so much. Ever since I met you 2 weeks ago, you have been full support. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Keep on coming back because your contributions is greatly appreciated. And your existence is greatly appreciated. And your brother, she pretty too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Thumbs up. I ain't lying. All right, Super Ryan Coldplay. I appreciate. He said we need to come together as a community. I agree on that, but I said that as a transgender, I would say like this: if you know there's transgenders in your community, if you know that they hurting other human lives, you need to talk up. So y'all got a long way to go. But I thanks that you coming. All right, I said so. Okay. Okay. Kappa Kappa, thanks for coming. Come back. The real Aaron Collins. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Brother Rob, the educator in our community. Thanks for coming. Trying to get you on. I don't know what's happening, but you know I got you next time. Again, Annette B, happy birthday, beautiful one. Derek Bailey, thanks for coming. LDBC. Um, Legendary Top Cast, thanks for coming. And the other members of the LDBC. World Breaker Boxing, World Breaker Fighter. Thanks for coming. Salute to you. Now, how we gonna do this? Um, Cap PY2 last remarks. Um, Malik, she stay sleep, and Sunny. Last remarks. Oh shoot. Sorry, J Lo Rich. Oh, okay. Cap PY2. What's blazing in sports? Sorry for that. Last remarks. Okay, Malik.
Yes, sir.
Last remarks.
Okay, brother. First of all, I want to give blessings to everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel, and especially you, JT, man, for allowing the brother to come on your platform. And please, everybody, before you go to sleep tonight, say a prayer and don't go to bed. Man, forgive who you haven't forgive because, you can get ill while you sleep. And we need to keep having discussions like this, even on Sunday Boxing Talk channel, She Stay Sleep channel. You know what I'm saying? And Captain channel as well, man, because this is a sign of we healing ourselves, man. Like you said, brother, everybody's welcome in here. But when you come up in here and you're trying to, you know, put your agenda on top of our community being healed, and that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? But we need to, man, because we're sick people, man. We sick and we need to be healed, man. And that's the first thing. That's the first fight that all of us should be doing. But I don't want to be long with it because that is it. And people need to go to sleep. And I got to get other people on the panel to say their last comments. So I'm going to
Okay.
salute and pass the mic. God bless you. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay. Nikki, thanks for coming too, sis. She stay sleep. Last remarks. Okay, skip him. Sunny Boxing Talk. Last remarks.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2.
Indeed. Once again, I'd like to give honors to everyone in the chat today. I enjoyed everyone that came in the chat. Great wisdom in the chat. Great wisdom on the panels. Honors to the sister Annette B. Happy birthday again. Honors to all the brothers that came through the chat today with their wisdom. You know what I mean? With their great measures that they gave. Honors to you, JT, for you know what I mean, for your platform. Honoring us to have a voice on your platform. You know what I mean? This is a place where it really feels like a family. You know what I mean? Everybody that comes is made to feel welcome. You know what I mean? If you live right. But anyway, y'all get that later. But yeah, I just want to just thank everybody for coming in, man. And that beat. I hope that you have a great day tomorrow. Likewise for everyone else. Blessings for you tomorrow. Um, for everyone in your family. I wish everyone prosperity and great health, uh, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Whatever it is that you're trying to do and accomplish in your life, I hope that you get it. I hope that you see it. Um, if for ones that are having some issues, if you need to talk, it's some cool people in the chat that what I mean, give you some wisdom and talk to you. Know what I mean? Me and brother JT, we talk all the time. As a matter of fact, sheep stay sleep. I sent you an email. I threw that number in there, brother. So get a chance, hit me up. We'll chop it up. Anybody else that wants to chop it up with me, because it's good to have fellowship, just let me know and we'll set that up or whatever. But today was another great stream, great topics all the way across the board. I hope that everyone enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something from it. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. With that, I say peace.
All right, hold that thought. She stay sleep. Are you there, my brother?
Yes, I'm back, bro. I'm back. I want to say thanks to everybody that tuned in. Appreciate it very much. Shout out to all my brothers that's on the panel. Very much appreciated for you guys' participation, and sharing you guys' wisdom and taking time out to rock with me and my brother. Um, Once again, happy born day to Annette B, you know, one of our great supporters, on this channel and on mine. So shout out to you. Thanks to all the participation in the chat. Love the conversation. I loved everything that you guys were saying. Very much appreciated. Um, if one of y'all want to stay in contact with me, y'all can contact me, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, right here on YouTube. All one word, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Y'all go over there, support the channel, and I'll be around. Y'all could check out my car rant series. It's a series I just started for my channel where I'm just sitting in my car coming from work or coming from somewhere and I got something on my mind and I just ran about it. So y'all could go check that out and make sure y'all hit the bell for when I come and I'm live or whatever content I'm bringing. Once again, I appreciate all the love and the support, man. Peace.
I put my email in there, so King Diesel or any it goes from man or woman. You need somebody to talk to? Let me know. And let's do this. And the sisters, and I gotta say this, and I'm not talking about in the chat that I know you want to vibe for each other. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes us brothers we need your support too. So you're trying to interact with us more, and also go for brothers too. I really enjoy this. Um, Anybody in the chat, you see my email, copy it down. Um, thanks for everybody in the chat. The ones I missed, y'all know who you are. Thanks. She stay sleep. Thanks, Malik. Thanks, Cat PY2. Thanks for Sunny Boss Talk. And another banger, another one. Yeah, Nikki, you being silly. Now I just mess with you. Yeah. I love black love, no doubt. Black love is all about, and understand this. Black love is part of human love. Let's understand that too, and let's bring that back. Let's incorporate it back. So, family, thank you for everything. I will most likely, I think I'll do another live, but I doubt it. But I'm gonna be grinding. So, on behalf of everybody, the underrated darkness, the realist, the underrated one, the grinder, ghost.